Just out here strolling.
Just strolling, though?
Not this strolling. Strolling.
My bad. I said just strolling. My bad.
Just strolling. Oh, no.
My fucking words together sometimes, you know?
I just do it. I don't just stroll. When I stroll, I just do it. You know, sort of like.
Sort of like what?
Sort of like.
So
Who just does it?
we're doing Mad Libs? Is that the kind of comedians we are? We do Mad Libs?
I'm not a comedian.
What are you then, dog?
I'm an actor.
You're an actor.
I'm a theater actor.
The fuck
Shakespearean actor. Othello.
Have you done Hamlet before?
Yes.
Who'd you play in Hamlet, dog?
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
I played Frankenstein.
Word, bro.
Oh man, what's the deal though, man? What's the name for this? By the way, I'm Jon Turner.
Honestly, I fuck with the table because we could do like a whole thing or whatever.
Yeah, we can have a face off like in Heat. You ever saw Heat?
Hell yeah, dog.
Who's in
You know
Heat?
what I'm saying? Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, dog. That shit is fire, bro.
That is fire.
I gotta do what I gotta do because this is how I do business, dog. And if you come between me and my business, then I'll make it personal, motherfucker. Outside of that, we cool, happy motherfuckers. Just have a coffee.
Say hello to my little friend. Who's better in your opinion?
Al Pacino, Robert De Niro?
Yes.
Robert De Niro, dog. What the fuck?
Why?
Hands down, bro. The range. The range.
Give
What
me
you
some
talking-
more expand.
Expand. Have you seen Deer Hunter, dog?
Deer Hunter with Christopher Walken
Yes,
and they're in
bro.
Vietnam. Yes.
Yes, when they're at the table and shit, and homeboy's suicidal, trying to blow his fucking brains out, and he's crying. He's like, "Yo, bro, what the fuck you doing, dog? Let's smoke these niggas, bro."
Yeah.
And meanwhile, his homeboy is trying to kill himself the whole time. Have you seen Raging Bull, bro?
Raging Bull. Who does he play in there? Jake LaMotta, I believe.
Yeah, bro, the main motherfucker, bro.
Yes, I've seen both of those movies. But expand. Why you think Robert? Because have you seen Scarface? Have you seen?
Well, I say this.
Dog Day Afternoon.
I'll
Have
say-
you seen?
I say he can do like intense anger, right? He can also do sad list, isolation, Taxi Driver. He can also do a little bit of comedy, dog. You see Meet the Fockers, bro. When has Al
That's
Pacino ever been funny for real?
Okay, when has Al Pacino
What,
ever
Jack
been
and Jill?
funny? Dog Day Afternoon could be considered a dark comedy, but you know one thing I will say about Robert De Niro, yes, he could. He. There's not much range in it, but there's a range.
Robert De Niro?
No, because hear me out.
No range?
Robert De Niro sort of is like caught in
What
that
about Vito
same
Corleone, dog?
same realm as Denzel. Well, yes, they play a bunch of different characters, but at the same time, that's always Denzel Washington you're seeing in that character. That's always Robert De Niro. That's the same Goodfellas and the Meet the Fuckers, the father, same basic character.
Get the fuck out of here.
How are they
dog.
not-
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? One guy's a ruthless murderer, just like
No, that's the
icing niggas.
backstory that's not involved in the movie.
You mean like their face and like the motion
They're
that
acting, yeah. Robert De Niro's acting in both of those movies are the same.
So you're not telling me that it was a stretch when he played the whole charismatic like comedian or whatever that's trying to, you know, Rupert Pupkin or
The
whatever.
comedian Robert De Niro, you're bringing
Yes.
up that movie?
That movie is amazing, dog. What are you talking about? Tell me that. All right. Tell me how that fucking plot is not fucking plausible right now, dog. If
I'll
somebody
be
did
honest
that
with
right
you,
now,
I never saw that movie. I never saw that
it's
movie.
a great movie, dog. So honestly, I'm a spoiled the pot, bro. Even though I still like pretty much as a guy, he's weird. He's a comedian, just like the million niggas that walk through here on a daily
Like
basis.
us. Don't put yourself in the. Don't be ashamed.
That nigga's lonely and shit, dog. But still, you know what? I'll give it to him. He low-key had some giddy up in his step, dog. He walked up to the bad bitch and was like, "Yo, I'm that nigga, this, that, and other. I got shit going for me. This man who's in Hollywood, he's my best friend. He told me we can come over his summer house. Do you want to come with me? This dumb
That
girl.
was his pickup line.
Yeah, exactly. She works in the bar. She says yes. She's a bad bitch, dog. She's like Puerto Rican, you know, those dark Puerto Ricans and shit.
Yeah.
They get in the car, drive all the way out to some fucking summer house, dog, that's in the middle of the forest, you know, walk through the front door. The maid is like, "Hi, I don't know who you are." She speaks a different language, so they sneak right past her, hanging out in dude's house all day until homeboy comes home, dog. Jerry Lewis, dog. And kicks them the fuck out, dog.
That's interesting.
Crazy. That's the whole movie, though. It's about homeboy who has like dreams, who thinks highly of himself, fucking, you know what I'm saying, a little delusional, just like most entertainers and shit like that. And he ends up famous in the movie. It's crazy.
You think most entertainers are delusional?
You gotta be a little bit, dog. You think overly high of yourself or whatever.
You think Tupac Shakur was delusional?
I think that he went up and he came down. You know what I'm saying? I think for sure
No,
people
without a doubt.
people get humbled and shit.
All entertainers are delusional, but I think delusion is just a Just a made up concept that we fucking have to limit ourselves even after limiting ourselves. You know, delusions are sort of like monsters that you draw in the sea. Like they create limits for you.
I mean, they
Get
propel.
delusional, get crazy.
It put gas in your tank too, though.
They fuel that fire.
You know
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying? You need it all. You need a little bit of like, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of insecurity. Am I enough? Am I good enough? Am I gonna make it? I'm not sure. I fucking suck. Oh, I look stupid when I do this. I look dumb when I do that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, these shoes, are they the right shoes? I'm not sure if they're the right shoes. Let me look in the mirror for 30 seconds.
That's different than.
It's the same shit.
No, it's not the same thing.
Because it's hyper obsessive over like your craft and how you present yourself, dog.
How you present yourself is way different than your inner feelings.
But that's the same deal if you're like trying to put on a character or whatever. It's like if you give a fuck, you give a fuck. You give a fuck about every detail. But it's like it's personal to you because like the success of that thing is what you give your fucking life to. You know what I'm saying?
100%, definitely.
It's like, you know, when Kanye West is sitting here going over, you know, the same snare drum for 3 days in a row. And on day number 4, he says, fuck that shit, fuck that drum type shit. Because he's trying to, it's perfection, dog. You're trying to find some shit that's nice, dog.
Yeah.
Trying to find, like most people that, in my opinion, go into art kind of like aimlessly, like what do you call it? Like
aimlessly?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, it's fickle, bro. It's like, what the fuck you even doing if you don't give a fuck?
Yeah.
But I get it, because, you know, because a nigga could duct tape a banana to a canvas and be a billionaire type shit off of a painting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's that mean? Duct tape a banana. What's the symbolism in that?
You didn't hear about this?
I didn't hear.
So they have this art festival in Miami every single year called Art Basel, bro. And it's where a bunch of artists from around the world go to this one place.
Jay-Z made that famous. Like 10 years ago when he did Picasso
made
Baby.
it hip hop famous for sure.
Made it hip hop. Yeah, made it.
I say that.
Yeah, let me take that back. He didn't make it famous. He made it where motherfuckers in the Bronx know about Art Basel. They say there's bitches at Art Basel every year.
But it's like whole music week and shit now.
Oh, see?
It's like
Jay-Z.
It turned into a whole thing. Because, like, you know, electronic music is down there. You know, the hip-hop, like, they have a whole fest. That's from Rolling Loud is down there, too.
Yeah.
They have, what's the name of the other?
Ultra. I went to Ultra.
You went to Ultra, dog?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to Ultra.
Super.
Save, dog. Save, dog.
Super into
Let me be specific. I used to be super into drugs, bro.
It was drugs, but it was like
it was drugs and like the loose
DJs
titties and like the dance clubs. You remember that?
Dude, one day I went to some shit. It was up here. It was in New York, like Pier 95. It was like Steve Aoki, Snoop Dogg. It wasn't necessarily just EDM, but it was insane. Steve Aoki is the headliner. He's an EDM
Yeah, of course.
DJ.
He throws a cake into the crowd, plays the same repetitive shit, but it's like hype because the crowd is crazy.
Oh, the cake
vibe
shit is
crazy.
insane.
For real. To throw a cake into a crowd is crazy. Can you imagine being a comedian and throwing a cake?
No. Have you seen the wheelchair of it? The kid in the wheelchair about 250 feet from him, in the camera is just on him, and he's like, "Yeah, hit me with the cake." And in slow mo, Aoki throws the cake 250 yards directly on this kid in the wheelchair's face.
Lying, bro.
I swear to God, it's a fucking viral video.
Outta here.
It was a viral video before videos necessarily went viral, but yeah, you could look at that up. Steve Aoki throws cake 250 feet and hits his target. It's insane.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Steve Aoki is something else, for real. All my life, I fucked hard with Diplo, dog. For real.
Oh, Diplo is another. Here's the motherfuckers I loved when I was involved in that shit.
Yo, I
Diplo,
haven't had this conversation with a person ever, for real.
I like Dylan Francis. I went to a bunch of
Dylan
Mad
Francis,
Decent block parties. I used to go
yeah.
to Mad Decent block
Yes,
parties.
dog. Party Favorite was like the first nigga I saw that was like, all right, this shit is hard as fuck.
My favorite without a doubt,
What's that?
RL Grime. You know RL Grime?
Yeah, of course.
RL Grime.
Hard as fuck,
That's my motherfucker, man. Shout out to RL Grime.
Shit, what's the name of that motherfucker? He always makes shit with like Pusha T, dog. Fucking I forget his name. I remember he
A-Rap music.
nah.
A lot of there was some like there's a thin line
He was a white guy. Bauer, dog. Bauer.
Yeah. Bauer was the man. He had the Harlem
Harlem
Shake.
Shake, yeah. Yeah, do the Harlem. Whoa.
That was a moment.
Whoa.
That's what
Crazy.
see, I'm a little bit older than you. What was that? That was 10 years ago. So I was like 22.
I was in school for sure.
Yo, dude, that's when I
doing that shit.
That's when I first like
Planking and shit.
yeah, yo, that era, you know what the thing that era was like? The thing was like randomness. You feel me? Just random stupid shit. clanking. That Harlem Shake is just like one dude just nodding his head, and then the beat drops, and then you see motherfuckers in costumes.
Yeah.
Like just the randomness of that era.
Or just what was that? The what do you call that? When everybody stands still and like the music plays. Or
yeah, the mannequin challenge.
There we go.
Yo,
Same
this
shit,
and I'm not gonna lie. Well, you know what I used to call that era? They used to call me that was the turn up era. That was pop the Molly, I'm sweating. That was like around the time where like
there's no drug culture no more, really. It's like because there's so too many drugs in this shit, dog. It's too many like fentanyl in this shit.
I think that shit might have hit the fan in that time because I was calling it back then in 2017.
People
I was
were
saying,
dying.
yo,
All right, if you were in an EDM, you know people were dying.
dude, I was at Ezoo. We went the first day, and somebody died on the first day. Overdose. Somebody died on the second day. Overdose. God bless those souls. They had to cancel the third day. And the third day was when Diplo was gonna have his plan was to break the world record of twerkers like in a line.
What?
And they canceled that, man. 2013 Ezoo, I believe.
That's crazy, dog. That's crazy. I used
Right
to
here in New York
Electric
City.
Forest every year, dog, in Michigan, dog.
Yeah, I always seen things where they would have like
That
other.
shit was crazy. It's
I
like,
believe you.
It's like the forest, and like you do.
I know.
acid, And like you get sucked. It's like
Yeah, I know. I
What
watched
the
videos
fuck,
of
bro.
I see some shit. They were like in Aspen, and it was snowing. They were riling out in the snow, but they all had on like no clothes. It was insane. That was a time, man.
See, like these kids nowadays don't know drugs for real. My baby brother, they smoke weed and just.
We didn't know
fucking get born.
drugs. We didn't know drugs.
But like they don't do like the fun, like the crazy, like the shit that makes you go a little wild for 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that you snort and you don't really know what it is, but you know.
I
you're
don't
not gonna
snort
die.
any. I wasn't snorting.
You took Molly. You popped it though, right?
Oh, I was the Molly kingpin.
But you never snorted Molly.
I
You
never snorted
just-
Molly. I never smoked Molly.
You know,
But
I mean, who smokes?
I
Molly?
never snorted Adderall. Yo, I've seen things. I've seen motherfuckers snort Adderall.
Snort Adderall?
No, not the pill.
The
cap
pellets,
with
yeah.
the pellets. They
Yeah.
break the pellets.
My
up.
boy used to do that, dog. That was his shit. He would do that shit then go to class, like for real, go to school.
What?
Like, yo, man, I'm failing in this class. I really gotta pay attention. Start smashing it up.
Yeah.
Snorting it and walking into the fucking lecture hall or whatever.
Holy shit!
That was the joint.
I wasn't taking that shit when I was in college. But if I was already getting good grades in college. If
I was in the military though. It's like you couldn't smoke weed because it would come up on a test. And
Yeah.
some niggas were so dumb that they still smoked weed and got in trouble. But like, if you're really about your business or whatever, you say to yourself, all right, I got a 4-day weekend where I'm going to
You go to Miami.
exactly, dog. Fuck it. My flight leaves Thursday. I gotta be back Tuesday, 5 a.m. I know for a fact they're gonna drug test me. So here's the deal: flight lands Thursday afternoon. I'm out. I'm storing coke Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. I'm gonna chill. Sunday, Monday, come Tuesday, I'll be clean.
How much water and cranberry juice are you drinking?
It's
That's like a 3-day.
It's 2 to 3 days, but like if you're in shape. And if you don't have too much, see, like if you're a fat fuck, that shit stores in your body for way longer. And shit.
Okay.
If we're in the military running fucking 3-5 miles in a day and shit.
Yeah, you sweat
going
that
on
out.
exactly quick. Just drink a little Gatorade, a little, what do you call it?
That's
Pedialyte or
interesting.
whatever.
A lot of people that were like in prison and they come home and they're like on parole or probation, they get drug tested often. I guess sort of like what you're saying with the military. So instead of smoking weed, they go
They
to
would
like
do wild
coke. A lot of them go to K2.
Yo, I got a friend that's literally like I remember
K2 head?
before I came out here, fucking you talking about ketamine? Yeah.
No. I'm not
that's
talking about
the second
ketamine.
story.
I'm talking about spice, like that fake synthetic weed.
Oh yeah, that shit's weird though. That shit, I don't get why anybody smokes that. Like that's when Miley Cyrus like, yeah, I smoke salvia or whatever.
No,
fuck
salvia is
that
a
shit.
different thing as well.
It does the same shit to you though, right? The same shit,
That's the shit that you see people like online spazzing out, freaking out like they're a fish in like a little ass puddle or some shit. Like that's that shit.
So my boy, I remember I was hanging out with him right before I left for New York, like a year or so ago, and like I was over his house after he got a DUI. He got into a car accident. He was drunk. His girlfriend broke up with him, some other shit like that. I was going over there thinking I'm gonna spend time with my friend because he's probably down or whatever. He's upset because he might like lose his job because he's losing money via Ubers trying to get there and get back home every day and shit.
Yeah, the Uber driver got the DUI.
Exactly. No. He was he worked at a place. And he had to drive to work. They wouldn't drive him.
Okay.
And so I get over his crib or whatever, and like he's cocaine on the table, he's snorting and shit and all of that, bro, going crazy. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? He's like, yeah, they told me I couldn't drink no more, bro. That was his whole mentality, dog. He's like, on to the next, dog. Still had a smile on his face, personality still bright, bro, funny as fuck, dog. Oh,
It be people with the biggest smiles that have gone through the most pain. He's trying to hide. He's masking something there.
I mean, for sure, masking probably some other insecurities, some random shit or whatever. But like in terms of the shit that he was going through right there in that moment, dog, he didn't give a fuck, dog. He's all like, "Fuck that bitch."
Did he go back to court? Did he go back to court?
I think he's out of all of that shit now.
Oh,
you know, he
okay.
went through the whole program and shit, couldn't drive for a year.
Sometimes a motherfucker get fucked up right before they got to go to court, and they say, "Fuck going to court."
You ever see Flight? Speaking of Denzel,
I have seen Flight.
that's what the fuck happened in that movie.
I have seen Flight.
Great movie, dog. On my life.
Nah, that movie sucked.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. That
What?
movie was-
What was the hidden? What was the hidden? There was no hidden gem in it. It was just a flat out story of what it was. He
So
gets
you
locked
one of
up at
those
the end.
motherfuckers, then, huh? You always gotta watch a story where it's telling you something else about the story.
No, but
You're
in Flight,
M.
a
Night
Flight was so
Shyamalan type motherfucker. Huh?
No, but that's what I expected out of Flight because it was such a bore. It wasn't like Castaway or some shit like that. It was just man saves a plane from crashing. Then once you see the movie, you find out he was on coke. He's fucking with the stewardess and all that shit.
What kind of movies do you like? Let's start there, dog. For real.
Oh, I believe your 3 favorite movies in general say a lot about you as a person.
3 favorite movies.
What's your three favorite movies? Say a lot about you as a person.
Django Unchained.
Django Unchained, okay.
1000%, dog. That's in there.
Okay.
Fuck. It's a hard one, dog. Fast and Furious, the first one, for sure. 1000%.
Nah, I can't
1,000.
respect that.
What, dog?
I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. I'll let you get past with Django being one of your favorite. I can't let both of those pass by.
Can't tell me that's not a great story, bro, about French.
Fast and Furious is garbage, and Django was alright.
Django is all right. It's a movie about a slave
Hold on,
cowboy.
let's slow down. Let's just get through your top 3. And then we'll pick them apart.
My last one. That's a hard one. That's hard.
That's always the hardest one. That's when the choices become infinite.
All right, I'm gonna say on the line right now. Gotta pull something out the sky,
Gonna
dog.
pull out some bullshit like Drumline, yo. Here it coming.
So lowly of me, dog. Fucking I'm gonna say a Guy Ritchie flick, dog. Fucking what's the name?
Snatch.
Not Snatch. Fucking Birds of Prey, dog. You seen that one?
Birds of Prey, the recent one that came out with Margot Robbie as
No, not that one. Maybe I said the wrong type. Wrath of Man. That's what I'm talking about.
Wrath of Man.
Or Jason Statham goes off, dog. Or Jason Statham, like all right, he's a mob boss, but like not really. He's kind of out the door or whatever. He has his little deals on the side. He has his son. His son is grown. He's trying to live a regular life. Got plenty of money, plenty of fucking free time.
All right, that's it. Hold on. Fuck that story of Wrath or whatever. That's it. Like I said, the 3 movies you say your favorites say a lot about you. That's a very, very, very interesting 3, dude.
Why is that?
That says a lot about you.
You supposed to be my sidekick right now, dog. What does it say?
Sidekick?
Psychic.
No, I can't be a sidekick. More like a therapist, more like the ghetto therapist. I'm a ghetto therapist, by the way. And you can find me at JTurner3000 on Instagram and on YouTube.
This 3000, J Turner 3000.
I think I should
3000 is pretty hard, dog. I'm not gonna hold you.
JTurner3000.
Yeah, 3000 pretty hard, dog. That's a good fucking.
It was 5,000, but then
Why'd you
forgot.
bring it down, dog? Why'd you bring it down?
I downgraded. Lifestyle downgraded. I fell on
You went
hard
from
time.
5 to 3, dog.
Shit got rough.
What happened to the 2, dog? Goddamn.
Shit got rough.
Fell out your pockets, dog.
But Django is being one of your favorite movies. Django is a great movie and one that I could watch.
It's a love story, bro. For real.
You know, one thing that I watch way more often than I watch Django, I watch The Hateful Eight because these are like Quentin Tarantino movies. Quentin Tarantino's a great director, but Django, you know what? Django got a lot of praise for because like it was white people got a chance to see themselves say the N-word, and they got a chance to see their coolest fucking white say the N-word, or one of their coolest whites, Leo DiCaprio. Without a doubt.
But he's not a winner in the movie though.
He's a winner because he got to say the N-word. That's how they won.
But all right, I get you saying, like, in terms of white people saying, oh, he's white, yeah, he's still cool, he got the cool shirt on.
They got to say the N-word.
He called them a nigger, and I got you. I see what you're saying.
There's a defactuation with white men in the N-word ever since, let's say, 1992. I don't know. I'm just making that up.
I thought you was about to tell me something. Like,
I wasn't.
I was thinking to myself, when did that?
I don't know.
I was thinking, when did that Ed Norton movie come out? The one where he had the skinhead and shit like that.
American.
I thought he was about to drop some shit on me, bro.
That came out like in 1998.
Word.
That's a decent movie. These are great movies. Here's my top 3, and they say a lot about me.
All right.
And I'm ashamed of even saying it.
I can't believe you said the Fast and the Furious.
Fast and Furious should not be in your top. There's no philosophy. One of my movies, it has an ethos, dude. It has an ethos.
You know what it is? You know what it is?
Your top 3.
Let me break it down. Let me break it down.
What, never give up?
No, get the fuck out of the
Vin Diesel's.
No, let me the conference.
Vin Diesel's a. All right.
It's not even about Vin Diesel, bro.
We're cutting that part up.
No, I'll bleep it. Fuck
Bleep that.
It's not even. It's about the Paul Walker, the internal confrontation.
Paul Walker also.
He's
like Vin Diesel.
He's not gay. He bro, got a. That's the.
Paul Walker's a bitch ass nigga. I don't give a fuck if he's dead. Paul Walker, fuck you. I'll wear that. I'll wear that till when I die. Fuck out of here, Paul Walker taking that job. That should have been Ludacris's role.
What? The first one or the second?
It should have been a black man playing fucking. What was his name in that? What's Paul Walker's name in that?
Brian something.
Brian
Sampson.
Brian Sampson is exactly, that's 100% his name.
Yo, that movie is hard.
That was supposed to be Tupac's role.
You know, all right. I'll say caveat: Fast and Furious 1 and Fast and Furious 2, Fast 2 Furious for sure. That's just a fun fucking movie.
How? How can that? What movie?
Those two movies are.
Have you seen Do the Right Thing?
Those two movies are way more fun, bro.
Casino?
Way more fun of a movie is Too Fast, Too Furious, bro. Way more fun in terms of like. All right. Let's be real.
No, you have some type of nostalgia with those movies.
Of course, yeah. You asked
That's
me my favorite.
Is. Yeah.
I used to watch.
You saw them in the theaters.
I used to watch Too Fast, Too Furious every night before I went to bed, bro.
And what's the first movie you ever saw in theaters?
The first
Not with. Like the first movie you ever saw in theaters, like on your own.
For sure, a cartoon. Oh, you mean like when I was bought the ticket myself type shit?
Yeah.
Shit, I can't even remember. I've seen so many movies, bro. Like I used to like. My mom got off work probably like it's
the first movie I saw.
Bro, let me tell the fucking
Fast
story.
And the Furious.
For real.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm serious.
God damn.
Fast and the Furious.
So like for real, like, my mom used to get off work like late. Like at 6:30, 7 o'clock. And so instead of going home, they didn't trust me with the key because I used to, jerk off a lot and shit like that.
All right.
Whatever. But fucking
hold on. You can't just say some shit like that. They didn't trust you with the key to the house because you used to jerk off? What, on like the utensils?
I used to just do whatever.
In the refrigerator?
I used to go crazy. I used to just go crazy.
They
didn't trust me by myself because I wasn't doing my homework, this, that, and the other.
No, you said they didn't trust you because you jerk off. That's what you said.
Because I would spend most of my time on the computer looking at titties instead of doing my fucking schoolwork, being productive, being a deviant and whatever, dog. So they said, you know what? Sit your ass in the library.
So they caught you jerking off and they said you can't go in the house until
I've never gotten physically cut, like caught or whatever, but they for sure caught the motherfucking, the cookies. You know what I'm saying?
What is that?
Like, when you like go on websites and they got the whole cachet of like cookies.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's an ad or something, a modern day ad.
So yeah, I used to get sent to like the school got out like 2-3 o'clock. I'll be at the library from like then all the way to 8 p.m. bro, and I would just watch movies all the time, bro. And like if shit was in the theaters. It is what do you mean?
I'm joking. Same shit with me. My mom worked till fucking 9 p.m.
But that's what it was. It's like, like there's like my brother, he played computer games. My sister, I don't even know what the fuck she did for real. Maybe she read a book. What you think she was doing? She wasn't doing nothing crazy.
You're an adult now. What do you think she was doing?
My sister's innocent and shit like that. She's not like that.
No female's innocent. You heard that, Paul Walker?
There's innocent women for sure.
There's no such thing as an innocent woman.
Bro, for sure there are.
Dude, you're a religious guy. And you're a Christian, good Christian brother. So there's no such thing as a innocent woman.
I'll say this, like almost always the most religious women are the least innocent. I say that, dog. For sure.
I wouldn't have even said that, but you taking my point to the higher exponent.
But I'm saying that there's for sure women that don't like drama, don't like craziness. They just do what they do and they live in isolation and they live kind of boring lives. and it's a little sad too. But at the end of the day, that's what they do to cope with this bullshit. Because it's hard. I'm talking specifically about black women. Let me put it that way.
Okay, we talk about black women. That's different.
Yeah,
That's
like,
different.
in terms of like like all the other shit. Because my sister's black. That's why I'm bringing it. But like
Your sister's black for real?
Who knows?
I thought she was Korean.
Could have been something else, but no. But like, that's what it is. I got off track or whatever. But like, she didn't do shit for real. I don't know. Black women, it's like, the world's so hard for them, bro. You ever just talk to a black woman or whatever, and they just let you know about the trials and tribulations? Let's be real. Like, you can be racist to me, but that only goes so far. Because it's like, especially if it's another man coming at me or whatever, there has to be a certain amount of like willingness to go into confrontation. If you know what I'm saying. Even if you are a person in power or whatever, you got to be able to like have the balls to really flex this and feel like you're gonna get away with it type shit. Yeah. This is why cops shoot niggas in the face. But like, for a woman, that's like not a thing or whatever. They say, oh yeah, I can for sure get away with, calling her whatever behind her back or doing whatever to her face and being all jaded and shit. Mm-hmm. So it's a hard world to walk through and shit like that, And a lot of them choose to live in isolation and peace and shit. My grandmother is one.
Like Afeni Shakur.
Like Afeni Shakur? Oh, like Tupac's mom and shit?
Nah, that's Tupac's sister.
Tupac's sister.
Yo, hold on. Let's go back to the movies. I can't leave this. I can't leave this. All right, so Django #1. What did Django teach you?
Bro.
What did you learn after seeing that movie?
Django taught a story that has never been taught, like has never been told before ever in American cinema, first and foremost. American cinema is white supremacist. Like that's a fact. Null and void, bro. Like straight up. Like there's never been a movie where it was all white people bad and then any other color were the good people. It's always white people bad, other color good, but then there's always one white person that's with them, that's permitting them to kill the white people that are evil. This always been the case. There's never been, and even Django is still that, but the fact that this nigga, like unassisted, was in a house just killing white people, bro, for 2 minutes straight, shooting him in the fucking face, bro. Fucking nuts, bro. The fact, I watched my grandfather, he before he passed away, all my life, all he ever did was sit down and watch fucking cowboy movies, bro. Mind demented, dog. He didn't know what the fuck was what or whatever, but he can sit here and I can sit next to him. We can enjoy a motherfucking, regular old school black and white cowboy movie, dog. And when I had that shit on DVD and I sat next to my grandfather and we watched that shit, he was like, I didn't even know this shit was possible type shit. Where a nigga can shoot this many motherfuckers in a movie, blow their fucking house up, dog, and ride off just happily with his fucking bad bitch, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Can't tell me that's not a fucking great movie, dog. It's an American classic, bro. The fuck you talking about?
All right, well, you put it like that, I agree with you. You put it like that,
It's amazing. That movie is amazing. Fast and Furious. All right, storytelling and shit, bro. Fucking story about Paul Walker, bro. He's fucking conflicted between, you know what I'm saying? I meet these people. They're kind. They're this, that, and the other. I feel accepted. I feel like I'm one of them. I'm fucking his sister. And not just fucking his sister, but having a relationship with a girl that you feels at home with. I don't know if you've ever felt that. When you go out to the world, you just having fun with whoever. You kind of care. You kind of don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody's around for long enough, all right, I guess that's my girlfriend. But then you meet a girl that's like fucking, that you're in love with, that you have a connection with. On top of that, she has a family that you fuck with, that you're connected with. And the whole time, the only reason that you even walked into this relationship is because you're fucking trying to take them down, dog. Whose side am I on? You know what I'm saying? Whose side am I fucking on, dog? Am I a cop for real or am I not, dog? What are your three, dog?
Oh man, my three are the Big Lebowski.
Get the fuck out of here. You shitting on me and your movie is a fucking Big Lebowski, that dumbass movie, bro.
Big Lebowski
about nihilism, dog.
See, it has a
white-ass
philosophy.
movie, dog.
It has a philosophy, unlike your movies. And don't judge my movies with such harsh criticism before I even finish the fucking list.
I thought you were about to say something wild, dog.
Hold on. Listen to my movie.
All right, go ahead. I won't say nothing.
Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
#1.
Okay, number one.
No, in no particular order. This no particular order. Big Lebowski. Fight Club.
You're a fucking chotch, dog. What the fuck you mean?
I'm a what?
A chotch, bro.
I don't know what does that mean? What does that mean?
That's a little basic, dog. A little basic.
These are basic movies, these two?
Yes, absolutely.
Or are they just masterpieces that have been seen by the
just say
by the masses?
Because you've thought about this. Say the last one.
Avengers Infinity War.
You're an
Avengers
asshole.
Infinity War.
You're fucking around, dog.
Little
I
child,
gave you a
this
real
is No
list.
Time to Mourn. I gave you a real list. First of all, Avengers Infinity War might be the greatest movie of all time.
You know what? It's a pretty good
Thanos
movie.
is the greatest villain in any movie, and he wasn't even necessarily the villain. He collected all the stones and he won. He won at the end. That's sort of like Django winning. If this was fucking 1843 and people were watching that movie.
I picked my third movie. I got it.
No. We're not going back. Let's discuss my movies.
Let's discuss your movie.
Why'd you come at me about the Big Lebowski? The Big Lebowski's. Hey, Big Lebowski fans, come on.
That movie is okay, man. That movie is very okay, bro. It's like I get it. I got it when I watched it or whatever. The whole.
You got it the first time you watched it?
Yeah,
it took
man.
me about 19 times to get it.
So what do you think it is before I get into it?
What do I think it is?
Because I gave you the whole Django joint or whatever.
It's about life. You know, what do you say? Sometimes you eat the bear, sometimes the bear eats you. Let me get 2 more oat sodas. You know, man, forget about that shit, man. Life goes on. I'm just giving you quotes from the movie. Yeah, man, just
It's so aloof of a movie, though, bro. It is
an aloof of a movie.
It's void of even like the people that even like kidnapped the lady and like cut off their own toe because they're
None of it
pacifist.
means anything.
Exactly, bro. Like there's no heart. That's not fucking.
There's heart in it. There's heart in the character. Yo, dude, there's heart when hey, dude, I'm gonna need the rent in the next couple of days. But I'm having a show down on such and such. I'll be there, man. I'll be there. He was there to support his fucking friend to go. Dude, that movie's just that's life in general. That's life in a nutshell. I've actually gone as far. I'm actually an ordained priest in the religion of Judaism. Because the main character in the movie was the dude. There's a official religion worldwide. There's probably about 3 million of us.
The movies I chose were story about people and
trying to get past shit. Nah, the movies I'm talking about are enlightenment. We already beat the shit. There's no challenges in my movies except our own minds.
You can't tell.
And our own perceptions. Fight Club, same shit.
Nah.
Let the chips fall where they may. I don't want to die without any scars. His name is Robert Paulson.
That was made up in the moment, dog.
It's Robert, exactly.
He was crazy. It don't mean nothing, dog. What are you talking about? Even the violence was senseless. It was shit made up by a motherfucker that was going out of his mind.
That's just an opinion. That's just
Cra-
your opinion.
creating chaos
And let's
out of
bring it back.
nowhere.
Hold on. Let's bring this ride home to my man Thanos.
All right, that's the one legitimate
Crash
one.
at Earth.
I'll give you that one. Because that was wild.
What was wild about it?
Like when he beat up the Hulk, that was cool.
That's not what I got from it. That's not what I got from it. What I got from it was hardcore determination and sacrifice, willing to give up whatever you want to go after what you get, and you may be vilified for it, and you may not even necessarily be the villain.
You know, honestly, sometimes when like on like some Martin Scorsese shit, when like the story is too like fucking.
Martin Scorsese. But keep going. I like him though. I like him.
But like when it's too like computery and like too fantasy and it's like dragons and like warlocks and like superheroes and shit, it's like it's not human no more. It doesn't feel like there's no human stakes. It don't feel like it no more.
I don't necessarily see that with fantasy movies like The Lord of the Rings.
Because it's always we can go back in time. We can we can shrink really small, whatever, to fix up the time particles or whatever, or we can get really big and smash Earth or whatever.
There's a lot of variables.
It's so weird, bro.
But all of these movies come down to
as a human being on Earth, I can't relate to a lot of that shit, for real. And it's like the storytelling.
You can't relate to shrinking down to the size of an ant.
I can't relate to
and jumping on a roach's back. You can't relate to roaches.
What are you talking about?
I'm fucking with you. I don't know.
but like the stakes of it, I can't. Because like there's no emotional
in it that you can relate to in every movie.
I mean, of course, but like the emotional stakes of it, I can't like put myself in it. It's like I can't put myself in terms of like me saying, oh yeah, I could be Paul Walker and like there's a moving car going 120 miles per hour and jump off the hood of that onto a motherfucking semi. I can't do that.
My movies don't defy physics. Your movies defy physics. That physics plays no part.
But I'm saying in terms of like the emotional stakes, in terms of like the relationship between the characters and like how they're like fucking like like pushed together throughout the story or whatever.
It's
and
not
trying to
about
figure
the
shit out.
relationship between the characters. It's about the relationship between you and what you're witnessing. That's what it's about. You're watching movies.
You're witnessing
the
a
wrong
relationship
way.
right now.
You're watching movies the wrong way.
What are you talking about?
How you watching movies? Are you watching movies with your third eye, or are you using these two?
I'm for sure a third eye, dog. In terms of like, I'm trying.
That's where you're going wrong.
I'm trying.
You're going wrong. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it with your normal two eyes.
Shit.
Oh man.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah, I gotta go do a roast battle soon later
What time?
tonight, man.
What time is it?
I don't know what time it is now, but I know I gotta do a roast battle in a few hours. I don't have my phone on me. Let me see if I remember any of my.
5:30, dog. You said you gotta go on.
Nah, we got time. Let me see if I remember any of my roast jokes. Oh, here's one. You may not know the guy. Just the regular Italian. Well, I don't know what he is, but here's what I'm gonna open up with. His name's Phil. All right, guys. Phil reminds me a lot of. Oh no, here it is. Guys, Phil's got a lot in common with Charlie Sheen. They're both HIV positive Hispanic men who pretend to be white while they smoke crack and suck at stand-up comedy.
Yeah, that's a great one. That's a great one.
All right, here's number 2. Phil's a 6'3" Mexican man who loves playing sports. So naturally, his 2 favorite sports to play are the jogger and basketball with a soccer ball.
I'm sorry, dog. That was a lot, dog. I got lost for a second.
I gotta fuck.
I got lost for a second. I don't know. Sometimes like.
How about this? Here's a simple one.
Yeah.
His name's Phil, which is also what he likes to do with women. Oh wait, my bad. That's kill.
All right, yeah, it's silly. It's silly though. It's silly. You can mind.
You ever did a roast battle against anybody?
Yeah, I have, bro, but I didn't do. Well, it was different. It was a roast fucking bracket tournament or whatever.
It was up here in Detroit.
It was in Detroit or whatever. It's like they give you like fucking 3 or 4 jokes or whatever, and you just go back and forth or whatever. And the motherfucker that set up the bracket, like he put me and like the other guy that ended up winning or whatever in the same first one or whatever. I'm like, yo, he's my best friend too or whatever.
Oh, you went up against the you were like the AFC. You follow basketball. You were like the AFC.
Nah, it wasn't even that. Dude just did it or whatever. I mean, I get it or whatever. He's probably did it to try to be entertaining.
What's his name?
What? My boy?
No, the other guy.
The other guy?
Yeah.
This is another one of my friends, dog.
Say his name.
Brett Mercer, dog.
Brett Mercer.
Nah, Brett fucking.
Brett. We don't even remember your name, shithead. You don't even get a last name, Brett.
I just forgot
Bret
his
Hart.
fucking last name. He's a good friend of mine too.
Brett Dickhead.
He has a weird fucking mustache, a little
Fucking weird
he has
mustache.
a curly Q ass. Yo, you know that other puppet motherfucker with the weird mustache?
Oh, I love Puppet. I think his name is Joe and Lou or something.
That shit
I'm
is
sorry
good.
if I'm getting the name wrong.
The puppet shit is good.
He's the man. Yeah, every time I see him, I shout him. I show him some appreciation.
I gotta throw him on a show for real, bro.
Yeah, he's really good. He's been doing comedy. I forgot. We talked for a little bit. He's been doing comedy for probably 9 years now. He started when he was like 16. I think he said he was 24.
Well, he said he started like just doing like regular puppet shit, but he didn't even know he was doing comedy for real.
Oh, he didn't tell me that part, but he told me he'd been doing it for a while. Louis, I forget the name of it.
Well, you gotta ask questions. Because people will say shit like that, for real.
I mean,
like,
I'm gonna be honest. He showed my set after I saw his set, and he came up to me and he was like, "I like your set," and I was like, "Oh, okay. I like what you did up there with that puppet too, young lad." And then that's where the relationship stemmed from. And it wasn't me belittling what I do to come and commend him. I should find him on the thing.
What do you mean? What was that whole thing you just talked about?
I'm just fucking. Damn, I wish I could remember his name, and I don't want to get it wrong.
I don't know. I'm forgetting names too. I don't know, bro.
Very good. Black man, sort of like a Will Smith with like a Sally Adalvi mustache, and he has a puppet.
Another black man with a puppet?
There's not too many black comedians that do.
We talking about the same one with the mustache?
The mustache, yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know his fucking name. I don't know nobody's name for real.
You know my name?
I know JT, dog. You Jerlon Turner, right?
That's my name.
There we go, bro.
What's your name?
Jon Tut, bro.
What's the Tut stand for?
Tut, that's just the king, bro. Just my mom gave that to me for real. For real. She gave me that name.
They call you know King. You know Tut from New York City.
Tut? No, I don't know who that is.
You never heard of him? King Tut.
I'm sure that he's just probably a motherfucker that calls himself King Tut as an entertainer, bro. It's not that original and shit, you know.
Nah, no one
never
else
met
has ever
nobody.
really called themselves King Tut since this guy.
Really?
Yeah, which is weird.
Well, when you do like the historian shit or whatever, you realize that King Tut was a king of Egypt, right? But he became king when he was like 12 years old, and he died when he was 15. But like the thing that made him famous is that as a kid, of course, he just loved gold.
He was deformed and shit. Right?
He was deformed, yeah. But he just like, yeah, man, just cover me in gold 24/7. If I gotta have a crooked leg and shit like that, and like barely.
He was really only king for 12 to 15. I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro.
So he wasn't even a king.
But like that's the thing. He turned over the whole religion of the country.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. Like in
The people he had behind him, his cabinet did. Him at that age couldn't even comprehend shit.
But that's the thing, though. It's like sometimes it takes like a weak, like individual who's mindless or whatever, but who has power, who has people around him that are smarter than him. But like smart in terms of like, I don't want to put myself and my ego ahead of like doing what's best for the people. Let me get a credit to this little kid, and now his head is on the face of everything for making the place a better place.
King Tut's like Michael Jackson.
What you mean?
They robbed him of his childhood for the betterment of society.
I mean, he got told he was a god. He was getting his dick sucked at 12.
No, he wasn't.
He's a pharaoh.
He's a 12. You were 12.
He's a pharaoh, bro.
Dude, mind you being at 12.
All right. If you were 12, you wouldn't say, "Hey, somebody sucked my dick." As a 12-year-old, I want to see what this is about or whatever. You think he got his dick sucked once as a 12-year-old?
Paul Walker sucked King Tut's dick is what he's trying to say. In the afterlife.
She was 15, though. She was 15.
Oh man, King Tut. No, there was a King Tut out in New York City. He was from Brooklyn. He was like a fucking.
I don't think that's the first time.
He was a robber.
Yeah, he was a robber.
He was like he wasn't an entertainer. He was a professional robber.
He used to rob people.
He used to rob people. That's what he's famous for.
King Tut.
Yeah,
that's funny.
And he got like life in prison for like robbing the fucking A train.
He's robbed the whole A train. Just walked on with a gun. Everybody.
From
you're not
car to car. From car to car. Yeah.
That's kind of player as fuck, low key.
Holy shit. He used to hang out with Mike
That's
Tyson.
some cowboy shit, low key.
They say he shot Tupac.
He shot Tupac.
Yeah, he's one of the guys who shot Tupac initially. He got he has a long history, a long story in New York.
That's crazy.
I know there's guys who do I know from Detroit? I know White Boy Rick.
White Boy
They
Rick.
have a movie about him.
He wasn't really famous for regular. He was just famous for being white and then being taken advantage of by the FBI or whatever. He was an underage informant, like back in the crack pandemic or whatever. It was an epidemic pandemic. What the fuck they call that shit?
It was epidemic.
Epidemic.
Yeah.
Back during that bullshit, like everything was cowboy shit. Like the police were doing especially in Detroit. It's corrupt, bro. The police captain now he was in Beverly Hills cop, bro. But then he came out. It's like he got like put in jail for doing a bunch of corrupt shit, like calling hits on niggas type shit, way back when or whatever. And so, especially in Detroit, bro, it's the Wild West, bro. It's the type of place where it went for a population of like, it's a city built for 3 million people and it's at like 800,000. You know,
right now, currently.
Yeah, and it's like deserted type shit. So like, there's houses that are abandoned and shit like that, and nobody really wants to move into them. Even white people that move in and try to gentrify, they move in and look left and right and say, "Well, this doesn't feel safe," and they leave a very nice house to be burnt down a week later. You know, it's crazy. But like, back in the '80s, bro, crack was just such a thing that hit the neighborhood so hard, and it was so hard to regulate and shit like that. And the FBI, people were just trying to make a career off of locking up the most niggas possible, bro, and trying to solve this problem, but really just, throwing everybody in jail with, mandatory minimums and shit like that. So they found this 15-year-old kid whose parents really weren't around, whose parents didn't really give a fuck, and he was selling crack or whatever. They picked him up. All right, we're not going to arrest you. You're just going to be an informant for us or whatever, but they couldn't do the paperwork legally because he's underage and shit like that.
Yeah.
And so once they busted whoever he informed on or whatever, they didn't want to go to jail themselves, so they just indicted him too as a 15-year-old, well, as an adult, as a 15-year-old.
That's crazy.
Crazy, and he did like 30 years, bro. Had a whole kid and shit like that.
Did you ever buy any crack from him?
I didn't buy no crack, bro. I don't buy crack.
Do you know anybody who ever bought any crack from him?
Bought crack from White Boy Rick. I don't know.
Put out here. I also heard about the Best Friends. That was like
oh yeah. You talking about the BMF and shit?
No, not BMF. Some other group. They were called like the Best Friends.
I don't know the Best Friends.
What else do I know from Detroit? Motor City, Detroit. Berry Gordy, Motown.
Exactly that.
I know the auto industry. Exactly. Big Sean, Eminem.
Detroit shit right now.
I'm just trying to the Malice. I'm just going through my mental Rolodex of Detroit. The Malice in the Palace.
Yeah, that was
The
crazy.
Pistons.
I saw that shit live, bro. I saw that shit
I didn't see
live.
that shit live.
I was on the couch with my sister, dog, and she was like, bullshit on her little Nintendo or whatever.
Yeah.
Her little handheld, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I'm screaming at my grandma's house. If she comes over, why the fuck you cursing?
Yeah.
Like, look what's going on. She's like, "Oh my fucking god," it's crazy.
Yeah, that shit was insane. I've watched the video hundreds of times.
They didn't cut the camera off, which is crazy to me, dog. They didn't.
That is insane.
Nowadays, if that was an NFL game, they would have cut that
They
shit
would have
off.
cut that off immediately. Oh, you know what else I know? Detroit, RoboCop,
Oh yeah,
OCP.
that movie is crazy.
that
movie is
definitely
fucking crazy.
Why is it in Detroit? That shit is insane.
Why,
OCP.
Why are there that many white people in Detroit? You getting terrorized, quite frankly, dog.
That shit. Oh man, that's where the downfall started with
Especially back then, dog. Like the way my grandmother and my grandfather talk about Detroit, especially like in the 70s and 80s, there were no white people, bro. Like the Lions didn't play in Detroit, the Pistons didn't play in Detroit no more. They moved the fuck out. The Red Wings stayed downtown, and Joe Louis for some dumbass reason or whatever.
Yeah.
But like that's still closer to like South Detroit, which is where Dearborn and shit is, where all the white people come up from, like in Taylor and shit. And like it was deserted. It was a chocolate city, bro. And black people ran their own shit. They owned houses, owned businesses and shit like that. And so whenever people think about Detroit or whatever as being like a diverse place, it's really just black, for real. It's like, it's not much outside of that or whatever. And it's crazy. It's like you watch some of these movies or whatever where they had, all right, this is a scene out of Detroit. It's like, where are these white people coming from? Unless it's like downtown or whatever. And sure enough,
Where'd white boy Rick come from?
What? Because he's poor. Well, where Eminem come from? You know what I'm saying? It's like poor white people and shit. But like the poor white people act black, and they're cool in Detroit.
Yeah.
The poor white people out here still like to think that they're better than black and browns and shit like that. It's weird. White people here are different, man. Like the rich whites out here, it's crazy. They're so skittish and shit, dog, of niggas and shit.
Well, don't call yourself a nigga. Call yourself a black man, and they're not skittish to you. They're just fear what they don't understand, hate what they can't
had that
conquer.
conversation,
I guess
bro?
it's just a theory, your man. What conversation?
The fact that I'm a nigga and you're a nigga, dog.
I'm not a nigga. You crazy?
You're a nigga, dog.
I'm not. We could have that. Since you bring it up, we got to have the conversation now because you challenged me by calling me a nigga.
What you got against being called a nigga, dog?
Like, I'm beyond that. I'm doper than that. I'm not a nigga. That's phase one.
That shit means king, bro. That shit means
That shit does not mean king or none of that shit. That's just a made up word. That's just a made up word. That I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think white people shouldn't use that word, and it's beyond that. Black people shouldn't use that word, and sometimes a lot of the black people that use that word, I'm not talking about you per se. A lot of the black people that use that word don't even got to pass. Like that's a street word. That's a street word. That's not a fucking word just to use. That it's become a word to use just to make the fucking Joe Schmo black dude fucking seem a little bit cooler. And when I say Joe, I mean fucking nerds.
That's coming at it from like a white perspective, though, in my opinion, dog. It's like that's another thing. It's like
What do you mean?
Black people out here, I just feel like y'all live in so much confrontation between like.
Black people live in confrontation.
I mean, everywhere.
In general, it seems like to me. I could be wrong.
But I'm saying like out here, it's like because white people like do so much to like fuck with y'all, bro. Y'all don't have your own. But
They do it in America.
But I'm telling you, where I come from, like we have a black middle class, bro. We have a black upper class neighborhoods, like with like no white people for real, and like where we live in peace, where we're the majority, where we don't get fucked with, where like the cops are like people that I'm related
The cops
to.
are black?
Yes, bro, and like black, not in terms of like fucking Baltimore black, where they'll still bash your head off the fucking concrete like you're a basketball, or whatever. But even like when like I'm an asshole for forgetting his name, dog. Fucking George Floyd, dog. When that shit happened, they're rioting here, they rioted in California, they rioted down south. In Detroit, you know the people that rioted for real? They're white people from the suburbs that came into Detroit to try to set shit on fire. And we were like, yo, get the fuck out of our city, dog. You know, we're okay right now.
What does that have to do with the
In terms
nigga?
of race relations, bro.
But let's go back to the nigga.
In terms of
point.
pride, bro. In terms of like having a sense of like us. Like we're separate from
No,
that
I'm
shit.
not together with nobody.
You're not.
Just because we got the same skin, I'm supposed to be connected with people? Hell no.
That's the problem.
Dude, what do you mean? Dude, I got one life, one soul.
Because if
I'm
me
not-
and you were Jews, we'd be fucking
No,
family.
that's bullshit.
sure.
There's no such. There's only what you perceive to be is reality. All that other that's just.
Because if me and you were Muslim, we
No,
would be
there's no
brothers
me and you. There's no me and you. There's me.
See that? Yeah, that's that.
That's solo. That's that solipsism, nihilism, fucking Big Lebowski shit.
Do you think Nat Turner did what the fuck he did by him being just
Dude,
him? I'ma just stab as many white people and
dude,
see if
yo,
I
hold
can
on,
be
listen.
free.
If it didn't happen during my life where I saw it happen, it didn't happen. It's all
Nat
made up.
Turner?
The past doesn't exist. It's like a video game. You ever put are you running down the street in a video game before you put the fucking shit in? No. It doesn't exist until it's loaded and it's in front of you that you see it. That's life.
You don't think Harriet Tubman existed?
Whatever you don't perceive yourself didn't happen. No.
You don't think slavery happened?
Whatever you didn't perceive didn't happen. These are all just, it's a theory called last Thursday.
You don't think your grandfather shot a nut off in your grandmother?
No, it's just me. It's just me.
You just here?
I'm just here,
You
yes.
got plugged into the computer?
Yes, just me. And everything up like me, I'm just talking to myself right now. And I may tell you some shit like, yo, in 3 trillion years, remind me that.
You don't think that humans exist?
No, it's just me, is what I'm trying to tell you. And the chemicals that go on through my brain that make me perceive what I'm perceiving. It's just me.
This on some like philosophy. I am for I think therefore I am type shit. You know.
I think therefore I am. It's that. Yes, that's Descartes. That's Rene
Yes.
Descartes, the nigga who invented math.
Did I tell you I was a philosophy major in college and shit?
You ain't tell me you was a philosophy major, but I can tell you was a philosophy major because philosophy major can spot another philosophy major.
You're a philosophy major?
Nigga, I am philosophy. I'm walking, talking philosophy.
No wonder you like the fucking Big Lebowski, dog.
Exactly, right? Yeah. It's
shit.
a philosophy. It delves into that. Yeah, but dude,
You one of those hopeless nihilists a little bit? Because that's where you're going.
no.
with it.
I reached enlightenment. I reached the top of the mountain of all of that shit, and I'm not the fucking smartest guy in the world, so I can't articulate it. And it's only
That's why you like that movie, dog. That's so crazy to me. That's so
fuck that movie. That movie don't got shit to do with what I'm talking.
You the one that said that has a lot to do with somebody's personality. You saying like,
It does. It definitely does.
That whole movie is a confrontation between my existence and how does my existence
Who, the Big Lebowski or Fight Club?
I got both of them then. What
The
the
Big
fuck?
Lebowski ain't about shit. All right.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's just trying to confuse you to make you see it seem it's about shit, but it's not really about shit. Fight Club is about external shit, and like I said, there's only me. There is no you.
Like is my
Fight
life
Club was like
relevant
just made
type
for
shit?
me to see. It was just I made it in my mind for me to see. Like the whole God, even the theory of God. God just invented us for His own entertainment.
That's some crazy. You saying some crazy shit right now, dog.
What? How's that crazy?
That's very. All right, things exist because you manifested them. Is what you're saying right now, right? That's like
How about we're the same? I'm
We're the
making it
same
seem like it's just me. We're the same thing, just in different.
We're all pieces of God type shit.
We're all the same one thing, except just different. Fucking. We're just doing different shit at the same time, you know. But we're the same shit.
You say, all right, I agree. So let me back it up. All right, so everybody, so God,
But not everybody,
everything. Period.
I love my mom the same way I love a rock.
Everything is a speck from this thing called perfection, right?
Perfect? No, there's no such thing as perfect. That's just.
I think God is perfect for sure.
Nah, there's none of that perfect. There's no such thing as perfect and imperfect. These are just words and.
I think God is perfect. Well, that's what you believe. This is what I believe, right? I think God is perfect. I think we're all created in His image, but that's the whole struggle and plight with like existence and like humanity and all of this shit is that we're all trying to be this idea of what we think is the right thing is what we think is perfect, is what we think is put together and well or whatever. But we live in the world where everything is fragmented. Everything has little nicks and like bruises and like flaws.
I don't want to die without any scars. That's a line from Fight Club.
You
Nicks and bruises.
You exist with scars though. There's no need to fucking.
My whole thing, I want to indulge in humanity. While I'm here for a reason. While I'm going through this experience, it's not for a reason, and it's for a reason. The reason it's not for a reason because whatever, but it is for a reason for me to indulge in all aspects of it that I'm able to. The good, the bad, and there's no such thing as good or bad. It's just experience.
Big Lebowski being your favorite movie is fucking dumb, though. That's
A lot. The Big Lebowski is a lot. First of all, there's more reasons to that. There's more reasons to than that. Like I've had experiences watching the big. But the Big Lebowski is by far generally is a consensus. It's a great movie.
To say Big Lebowski and Fight Club, dog. What are we? Fucking 18? Are we 17?
I was 18. I was 17.
When you fell in love
That's
with
when
it?
I saw the movies.
You
Yeah,
didn't watch it again when you were an adult and say to yourself, all right,
I watched them.
this is a little aimless type shit. This is a little fucking,
And you're saying that compared to the Fast and the Furious 1 and 2?
I watched that shit, 2 weeks ago, and that shit was still amazing. I said Fast Furious 1. I said I love 2.
What do you mean? Hold on. You're only saying that shit about Big Lebowski and Fight Club because they've gotten that reputation. That's like a cliche shit. Like these are like those types of movies.
Have you read any other Chuck Palahniuk books, bro? He's the guy that wrote the book that the movie.
His other shit sucks, and the movie's way different than the book. I've even looked in the Fight
The
Club
book
Part
is
2.
way different, yeah.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's way more extreme.
But like that's all his books though. That's what he does.
I'm not into Chuck Palahniuk, whatever the
Palahniuk
fuck.
or
I'm not into Chuck Palahniuk fuck. I like Fight Club, the movie with Edward Norton.
But it's a movie about manhood, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It's not
about manhood.
It's about being responsible for
Fight Club.
It's about being responsible for your life and what you choose to do. Like I'm living a life where there's no excitement, there's no energy, there's no heat or whatever, and here I am finding a rush, finding a purpose in my life by way of going to this underground society and seeing what real humanity is. When I throw my fist at another man and have to be worried
That's
about
not real
getting knocked the
society.
fuck out. That's not real society. That's real life in terms of like me living
And
in
him being able to feel something.
exactly, bro. But like you can feel something through fucking
That's not what I'm
giving a fuck.
That's not what I'm into the movie for. The fighting.
Everybody in that movie that were escaping through a fight club.
No, he was like finding himself within himself, and he sometimes you got to go to the edge to find yourself.
Bro. No, you don't, bro.
Yeah, sometimes, most of the times you do. You got to go to the edge to find yourself. You're not gonna find yourself in the middle of just fucking.
You find yourself through like.
A lot of people find themselves through either hitting rock. A lot of people find themselves hitting rock bottom.
Flying everywhere. Though.
A lot of people. You heard? A lot of people find themselves hitting rock bottom.
Yeah, but also a lot of people find themselves.
A lot of people never find themselves.
A lot of people find themselves literally from just having one relationship with like a person, whether that's romantic
bullshit.
or that's just a friend. Or
you're not gonna find.
A lot of people find themselves like in a dog park, bro. For real.
Yeah, love is a powerful thing.
I'm saying a lot of people find themselves
In
literally
a dog park.
in a library, bro.
Who?
What are you talking about?
Name
bro?
him.
Let's go to the library right now and we'll meet an old man who's been in there for the past 40, 50
He's
years.
still looking for himself. He hasn't found himself. So why has he been in?
That loves books, bro. That had his mom
Just
read
because
them.
you find something that you love doesn't mean that you found yourself. You just found something that you love. Finding yourself is different, dude. Finding yourself, dude. I've had experiences.
Finding your sense of purpose, finding your sense of place.
I've met people in this lifetime that I've known in other previous lifetimes, and we both recognized it. That's how deep I've found myself. And it's gone levels beyond that. But I'm not going to really get into it with you because it doesn't matter. Before enlightenment, a mountain is a fucking mountain.
Why do you feel that you're
During enlightenment, a mountain is a fucking mountain. After enlightenment, a mountain ain't a mountain. I reached the top.
Why do you feel like you're past enlightenment, dog? That's such.
Because I know, like what they say, the smartest man knows he knows nothing. It all falls into that same realm. Everything is saying the same thing.
Okay, all right. So the smartest man, the wisest man, knows that he knows nothing, right? But then why do you stop your exploration, like of life and like of shit?
No, you don't stop your exploration. You indulge in all of it, without fucking judgment, doubt, without fear. That's where you go.
Exactly, bro. So like when you say like you gotta like go to the edge to like meet that point or whatever, why can't the man who sits in the middle of a library and says, "Wow, here are millions of books filled with words"?
Because he didn't put in no work to be there. He didn't do nothing he just found himself there.
He took sacrifices.
He didn't fucking invent writing. He didn't invent language. He didn't invent book. His parents fucked. He didn't invent pants. He's just some bitch ass nigga sitting in the library not doing shit. Go out and fucking.
See, like I thought we were gonna have a clean episode and shit. In terms of like finding yourself, bro, it's like literally searching for that thing that sparks that light inside of you, that purpose or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's fucking, literally sitting in a room and like discovering, language by way of books or like even going outside and like finding your purpose might literally be just to like serve type shit. There's people that work in hospitality as like a means to like serve people, bro. Like, did you watch like the TV show The Bear, bro?
I lived it.
All right, so like exactly that. You remember like when Homeboy did the apprenticeship at like the 5-star restaurant, and he's wondering like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Why am I polishing spoons or whatever? And he realizes in that moment that these people like have a purpose by way of just caring about other people's experience. They want to give people the vibe that when they walk through the door that they're sitting down at a real 5-star dining establishment, and they want to give them that fucking feeling on the inside of being like, oh wow, the money that we saved up for the past 3 years just to come sit here for one fucking night was worth it, dog. That's life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Having something building up to like that inner peace in that place that you find where you're at home and that fucking sense of like fucking, you know, belonging and shit. You know what I'm saying? And some people go their whole life trying to fill up that hole by way of, you know, whatever debauchery shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I have this hole inside. I feel insecure about myself, so I'm going to go out, snort coke. I'm going to go out, drink as much as possible. I'm going to be a fat ass, live my 1,000-pound life, and fill this hole with fucking hot dogs and Big Macs and whatever the fuck, bro. And other people, like, they find that shit. They find that sense of home, dog, and literally maybe just a comfortable chair that they sit in once a week after hard weeks of work or whatever, bro, you know? And that chair is fucking life. That chair is peace. That chair were to fucking die in a fucking house fire or whatever, they might put a bullet in their brain, but just the fact that, you know, that chair still stays there and exists today and will exist tomorrow is what brings them peace and a sense of fucking belonging on this fucking crazy-ass fucking spinning fucking planet that goes 1,000 miles per hour or whatever, dog, you know? That's held together by some weird sense of fucking gravity or whatever the fuck, bro.
I don't think you could have put that a better way. And on that note, what we calling this thing, John?
I'm gonna call this podcast "My Dick Hurts."
No, how about we got a whole bunch. How about we call it? We got a whole bunch of more fucked up shit to say. Whole bunch more fucked up shit to say.
We'll brainstorm.
Whole bunch more. I like whole bunch more fucked up shit to say. All right.